Welcome back to 2 Minute Tuesday, where we show you something in the sign and graphics industry in 2 minutes or less. And today we're going to show you the 3 common mistakes that I see new people make when they're coming to take our wrap training. So put 2 minutes on the clock and let's get started. So the first mistake I see people make is how they cut the vinyl. So when you're coming to something like this, where you have the window that's behind us here, and frequently what they'll want to do, if I had a bigger panel here, is I would want to trim this back so that I can pull the vinyl this way, and so I can pull it down this way. And what I'll see people do is they can do this either way, but frequently what they'll do is they'll just take their knife and put a relief cut in here, and this will allow them to pull this side down and the other side up. The problem is when I make a straight cut like I just did there, where you can see it comes to a point here, if I grab this and I pull this down here, I'll show you in a second, you can actually see where it wants to tear. And what'll happen is if I go and do it on this side again, and you only gave yourself, like an inch or 2 maybe to extra, if I peel this, and then I just go ahead, I'm not paying attention, and I just start pulling this way, what you'll see is you'll end up tearing it here. And what'll happen is you'll end up with not enough material to kind of wrap inside of there, and it'll end up being short. So the alternative to this is a way I'll show you in a second. So the first thing that you can do is, rather than making a straight cut like we did on the first one, where obviously we can tear it, what you can actually do is make a loop. That's not a great loop, right? But if I pull on this, it's way less likely to tear than it was previously. The other option is, rather than just make a straight up and down cut, what I see a lot of people do is they'll just take this and they'll just cut like this. The benefit with this, as you can see, there's no hard edges here. If I pull on this, I can pull on this as hard as I want, and that middle section is not going to move at all. Same up here. If I pull on it, it is not going to tear versus the straight line was. So make sure you're not cutting to a solid point like that, where it will be easy to just tear it off, basically. The second big one that I see is how people position their blades. So I'll give you an example here as I lay this down. A little humid here, really wants to stick onto the van. What I see a lot of people do when they're new and taking this class is they'll take their blade, basically go straight in and then push down. And what you're actually gonna do, if you were to do this, so say I was to just go straight in, 90-degree angle and push down, what you actually see, even when I start here, it doesn't want to cut. And that's because I'm way more pushing the vinyl currently than I'm actually cutting it. And you can see we'll get like these little wobbles where the vinyl actually got pushed instead of being cut. The only thing you need to change here is, rather than going in at a 90-degree angle like we just did, all you have to do is lower your blade. And all this is gonna do is change it so it's a way smoother cut. And if you look on here, you don't see any edges where it wobbled. You can see where we curled it, but this is a perfectly straight line. I did that left-handed while looking at the camera, so gives you an idea. All you need to do, lower your blade angle, it will cut way smoother. It'll use more blade surface area to make the cut a lot cleaner. So the third thing that I see people make mistakes on is when they get to a situation like this where they have a whole bunch of wrinkles, what they'll do is they'll get as far as they can before they're worried they're gonna crease it or fold it or anything like that, and then they'll just start heating it. Well, your problem here is that you might get a little bit of this out, but what you're gonna get are these little tiny lines here that didn't quite come out. The only change that you need to make here is, rather than heating it once you see those lines, if you get the lines, just pop it back up a little past where those all started, then apply some heat. And what you'll see is those wrinkles that I just showed you a second ago will just go away. And then, rather than taking this and immediately starting to squeegee, what I always recommend is just pull it down. And then you're gonna get a way easier time to get this going. And we're already an inch and a half past where we just were with no wrinkles at all. So rather than just starting to get the wrinkles, peeling it to where the wrinkles are and heating it, make sure that you pop it all the way up past where the wrinkles start, then heat, and then just pull it tight. That's the only change. So those are 3 very small changes that you can make that can really just step up your game from somebody who is very new to this to at least having a little bit of experience. It's gonna make your cuts a little cleaner. It's gonna make your corners a lot easier. This happens a lot on the rears of vans or when you're doing the channels and that kind of thing. And it should speed up your process, make it a little easier to do, and make everything look a little cleaner than it did before. So again, I'm no expert at wrapping vehicles. These are just things I've seen from the dozens of wrap trainings that we've done here at Wensco. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Leave us any questions you have in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.